Okay, secondary video on the switch panel is how to measure it to fit into your box. Right, so if we look at it, if you look at the switches, and so you know there's a gap in between, but figure it out. So if we look at the device itself, the actual measurement, come across, zoom into that. Okay, we're looking at, we're not zooming into that, there we go. So we're looking at overall measurement. You can see that of exactly 15 centimeters. So I get that on camera a bit better. Okay, 15 centimeters. So a quick look, there we go. So right from the edge, bang on, 15 centimeters. And if we look here, on the top and the bottom, that's about, I think it's a 1 centimeter in, and if you look like that, 1 centimeter. And same with the other big panels as well, it's about 1 centimeter. And then you've got the overall, you've got the depth you want to, and it's about, I think that's about 10.5 centimeters. And the switch is exactly the same at the top. I think is another centimeter at the top. Okay, so I'm marking that out on my cover. So I want to set mine a bit higher because I want the bus bar to sit at the bottom. So let me just zoom back in again. There we go. So you definitely need a bit of a T-square for this. So the central point is where I've looked at this is where the press was made, where it was pressed out. That's your central point. So I've marked 2 good marks because I want my control panel to sit up near the top, so about like this. So I want a lot of space down the bottom here. So what I'm doing is I found the central point, but you need a T-square to get it right. So what I'm going to do is mark it like that, and then what I also need is that mark, you see, as well. So yeah, it doesn't matter because you can rub the pen out afterwards anyway. So just gently mark it. With a T-square, see, it's perfect. Same with the top one. So if you turn the T-square around, like so, so you want this nice flat edge, so it squares off the box perfectly. Okay, just gently mark it. Then we're going to go to the end. Okay, and then the same top and bottom. Mark it, T-square on, well not a T-square is it, it's a, yeah whatever, 45-degree angle, and then you have to allow a little bit more, just let it come right on the edge. Like with anything, you want to measure a couple of times and only cut once, because if you cock this up you're going to have to buy a new one. Same again, you want to make sure that when you're doing it, that your right angle, whether you want to call it 90, 40 degrees, 45, whatever you want to call it, 90 degrees, is flush against the side. Okay? So then what you do, you drill a hole in either all 4 corners. Like a 10mm hole, don't be stingy, and then you could use your jigsaw or whatever you wanted to use. But that's what it should look like. Now if we line this up, you'll see that we're way in. Well, that's the idea, because you want them just to cover the switches, because you need room then to put the screws in. Alright, so we should be well within, look at that, see. We'll have enough room to put the switches in, but also what you can do is if it's a little bit tight, you can just get a file and just file a little bit where the switches fit. But we'll cut this out and I'll come back to you in a sec. Okay, next is to drill a hole in each corner, not right in the corner, enough to allow so you don't, if you see what I mean, just enough so I can just get the jigsaw in and just follow it through. Okay, same with this one. Ooh, spot on. There we go. Jigsaw time. This might be a bit tricky for you guys to see, but you've got to get the jigsaw in like so. And I've got to get close, so I've got to keep an eye on this. That's one thing you don't want to do, is pull it out and break it. But I can glue that back in. A bit of a boob there. Don't pull the saw out, okay, until it's finished. But I will glue that back in. That's just the rubber seal. That's fine. We'll take that out. Put it back in a minute. And there we go. Just have to tidy it up now, and that's it, we're done. There you go, fitted perfectly. And it hid the little tiny crack in the back. So I'm just going to mark that now. Use a very small screwdriver and just make a little bit of a hole. Come on, focus in your plate. There you go, beautiful. Can't even tell it's cracked, look, just there. And then we've got the base. And we're going to fit the buzz bar. We're going to fit the buzz bar at the bottom like that. Either with glue, whatever you want to do really. You've got 2 screw holes, maybe 2 small bolts. Nuts and bolts if you wish. And it should fit okay. Let's have a look. There you go. One finished product. Looks lovely. I think it looks lovely anyway. Take care, and we'll definitely catch you in the next one.